My enemy is tenacious. When money failed them, they took to force. But I have slain Johnson and Pitcairn both, ending their plots. George Washington now rallies the colonists, and their march towards freedom begins in earnest. Little wonder, then, that the Templars now want him dead. They seek to reshape this land into something cold and ordered, something soulless. And he is an obstacle. I must save him, that his cause can flourish and my people remain safe. But the more I prod, the greater the chance I am discovered. The Templars believe their men lost the revolution. In their eyes, the assassins are gone and scattered, no longer a threat. But I fear they will soon discover the truth, and me along with them. I must tread carefully.
Sequence 8, Davenport Homestead, 1776.
How fares the hunt, Connor?
There is progress, but I worry it is not enough.
You must strike where you need it most. What if you pursued Charles Lee and your father? What then of Paul Revere and the soldiers at Lexington?
Soldiers? There were no soldiers in those towns, only men and women who were forced to defend themselves.
Is this not why you fight? To protect your people? Your struggle is the colonist struggle. In helping one, you help the other.
Encouraging words from one who thought mine a fool's errand.
Make no mistake, I still do. But I can't help but feel some pride in your success.
And why should I give you any credit?
Then don't. But first, return the robe and the blade and the darts and all of the years of training and knowledge I have bestowed upon you. Return these, and then your words may have some merit.
Or you could just admit that you are wrong.
Oh, child, please, you've killed 2 men. One more salesman than soldier. You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that to impress me.
Is that so, old man? Or perhaps we should step outside. I will gladly demonstrate how easily I could trounce.
Connor, this is Benjamin Talmadge. His father was one of us, no need for secrecy. I think he has something he wants to say.
Achilles tells me you've uncovered a plot to murder the commander-in-chief.
Yes, but I have only false starts and dead ends to show for it.
Not anymore, my friend. Thomas Hickey's your man, and I aim to help you catch him.
How?
I'll explain on the way. You and I are going to New York.
Before we go to the Big Apple, we're going to help out Davenport Homestead a bit. So going back in, we can talk to Achilles.
Connor, come with me downstairs.
Should I search for something to fill that space?
No rush. Eventually, the right piece will present itself.
Talking about the mantle. The Battle of Bunker Hill. Bloody battle in Charlestown. Colonial militia engages Crown forces on Breed's Hill. Many killed and grievously wounded. It having become known that Crown forces intended to take positions dominating the whole of Charlestown, General Artemus Ward put 1,000 militia troops into the field, acting with bravura and dispatch. Major General Israel Putnam and Colonel William Prescott worked through the night to erect a redoubt running the width of Breed's Hill down the Mystic River itself. Said defenses surprising the royal troops at morning light. The colonial militia continued to build breastworks even as they were bombarded by ships in Boston Bay. Come afternoon, some 2,000 soldiers comprised of fusiliers, or light infantry and regulars, landed on the Charlestown shore and assaulted the colonial defenses. Militia snipers inflicted harm upon the regulars from afar, and General Howe responded in a most cowardly manner, ordering combustible shells be fired on houses of Charlestown itself. Setting the town on fire, the inhabitants fled to the fields. The brave militia, although short on rum and ammunition, held their ground and waited till the approaching line was well within range, unleashing a devastating volley into the royal ranks. The army fell back, then attacked again. Again, the New England volunteers inflicted great harm upon the soldiers. From across the Charles, citizens of Boston viewed the battle from their rooftops. A third time, the royal forces marched up the slopes of Breed's Hill. Alas, the militia reserves of ammunition were exhausted, and the men fell back in disarray, leaving both Breed's and Bunker Hill to the king's troops. The ground was hard won by General Howe. In all, he suffered some 1,000 casualties, dead and wounded. Militia lost are tallied at 400.
As you wish.
There's a chest in a cave on the edge of the property.
Benjamin Talmadge, born 1754, was the head of intelligence for the colonial army during the Revolutionary War. The British, of course, would have called that an oxymoron. Talmadge was originally from New York, but moved to Connecticut before the Revolution broke out. He served as lieutenant and then major in the militia before being asked by George Washington to lead the intelligence department. Talmadge used his contacts in New York to form the Culper Ring, a league of spies that observed and reported on the British actions in New York. It's possible his contacts also discovered Benedict Arnold's treachery, but that's disputed. After the war, Talmadge returned to Connecticut, where he became a merchant and politician. He was elected to the House of Representatives in 1801.
Could you retrieve it for me? I would go myself, but these old bones prevent me from getting to it. Take Norris with you. The cave entrance is blocked with heavy stone and will need to be cleared one way or another.
Alright, let's go get Norris. I think I know what he needs to do.
Norris, I'm going to fetch something for the old man, and he told me there might be some stone that requires clearing.
Yeah? I will bring my explosive. Miriam is interesting.
Certainly not your typical colonial woman. A deadly shot.
She brought down that cougar. She is strong, capable. She has no husband?
Not that I'm aware of.
I never met a woman like her before. I would like to know her better.
You should speak to her then.
I might try. Hey, don't splash. Don't want to get the powder wet. Do you think she likes Frenchmen?
Connor's like, I do not know. I do not care. Blow up this rock for me.
I see why he encouraged me to enlist your services.
Pas de problème. We blow it up. Be my guest. Duck and cover! Ah, that's a nice one!
Thank you.
Bienvenue. Doesn't look safe in there. Be careful. I'll be at the mine. What you said about Miriam is interesting.
I don't know if interesting is the right word for it. I didn't really say much. Oof, that's rough. It looks like that explosion at the door didn't help us out any. We need to get in here, find what we need, and get out. I don't know. There was a split. I don't know if I should go this way. Perhaps they lead to the same chamber. Alright, we gotta speed this up. Looked like something that was wrapped up. Perhaps it's one of those video game chests that has gold in it when you need gold, but then they don't take it. Looks like the cave is going to collapse soon, and we need to get out in 1 minute and 42 seconds. Okay, still got plenty of time to get out of here. Oh no. We went back to the big chamber. I hope I'm not lost. Oh, 12, 10. We're right there, come on. 3, 2, the cave entrance is right there. Oh! Yes!
I was close.
Oh, we can get back to Achilles now. That was extremely close. Okay, little secret, I actually did that twice. And then I kind of edited it. Because I did make it out of the cave the first time, I just didn't do it within the time limit. And then I did it the second time, and it just so happened to match up. So, it was kind of cool.
I have what you asked for. I must know who put it there and for what purpose.
I did. I put it somewhere I knew only I could reach. But that was a long time ago.
Who does that belong to?
These were the robes of the first assassin to come to the colonies.
Interesting. I would assume that he's the first one to come to the colonies, but maybe that's not true. But I guess we can continue on with our quests to help out around Davenport Homestead. Let's go talk to Norris again.
Norris.
You know Miriam?
Of course.
What does she like? I want to give her a gift.
I really do not know.
All right.
Let me call on Prudence. She may be of service.
He's like, I guess that was a waste of time. It's like he thinks I know everybody around here.
Prudence.
Good day, Connor.
Norris is trying to court a woman. What do you women like, in terms of gifts?
A nice bunch of wildflowers always brightens my day. Who is it Norris fancies?
Best not say for now.
Fair enough. Best ones are atop the bluff to the northwest. A bit tricky to get, but they grow large and healthy in the full sun.
I assume this is going to be a very difficult place to get to. Yep, there it is. Lucky for me, I just can pop up here. But she was never getting up here. And she was never getting back down. Do you hear that crunch? He definitely broke some bones. Alright, let's give these flowers to Norris.
Norris, are you in there?
Oui?
Oh. I will find you a little later then.
No, it's all right. What is it?
Prudence advised a bunch of wild flowers.
Really? Are you sure? Doesn't seem right.
Sweet. Level 2 minerals from Norris and the mine. Little upgrade there. Looks pretty nice. And yeah, I agree with Norris. I don't think that flowers are really her thing. Might be Prudence's thing, but yeah, not Miriam's.
Hello, Connor.
Norris! How are you?
All right. Remember we talked about Miriam?
I do, and the cougar she felled.
One shot. Confident and precise. Incroyable. I like her.
She is a good friend. We all do.
Not like that, Connor.
Oh. Well, good for you.
Only good for me if she likes me back. She's a strong woman, an independent woman. I admire her.
I wish you well in your quest, Norris.
I feel like we're past that conversation.
Connor! Fancy a bowl? No way you can take me.
I see you are getting along again.
Oh, aye. We're always at each other for one thing or another, but more often than not, we work it out in the end. It's just the thought of my family threatened got me hot under the collar.
And Terry knows he couldn't beat me in a fight.
You rat!
That's why he built this bowls pitch, so he could beat me at something. Still can't though, can you, Terry?
I was winning till Connor came along!
Sure you were.
Alright, so without any tutorial, we're supposed to beat these guys in this game. I think you're just supposed to, like, group the little sacks or whatever they are that are thrown together. The wider the circle, the farther the ball will be thrown. So the smaller the circle makes it so that you hopefully can keep the ball or whatever it is in the pretty generally same spot there. Having a different angle would increase the roll distance and whatnot. Yeah. But I think I win later. But this I lose this time. But we're just gonna skip this because this is what it is. I'm just trying to figure out how to even play, you know. Wah wah. Game had to tell me twice. But either way, we get level 4 goods. Maybe if we won, we'd have gotten level 3 goods. I did also like how the game had to tell me twice that I lost. It wasn't hurtful enough the first time. They decided to double down. Next on the list, we can start Happy Expectations.
You want to tell him, my love?
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
It's been a long time coming. It does present a slight problem, however. There's no doctor for miles.
Well, then we should find one.
I know of one that may consider moving here. His name is Dr. Lyle White. It's been a turn since we last saw him, but you might try his old house in Boston.
And with that, we head straight over to Boston and talk to this gentleman.
Dr. White?
No, he's the drunken sotter on the corner. If you can get his attention, tell him I quit. All this ire on him. Not worth getting caught up in it. I have a family.
Alright, well that doesn't seem great. The doctor that's a drunk. I don't know why they would recommend that doctor. Perhaps he's the only one that would come out. And he's just having a hard time. But either way, we'll try and recruit him to our cause. Well, their cause.
Dr. White,
Yes?
my name is Connor.
And what can I help you with? Another quote for the broadsheets for you to twist against me?
I'm here to make you an offer.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the doctor the British have been slandering all over town. White Death. No?
I was given your name by my friends Warren and Prudence. Prudence is with child and requires a doctor's hand.
Prudence is pregnant? Ha! They've been trying for years, it seems. Maybe getting away from Boston is exactly what I need.
Again, I'm not sure if he was the best candidate. He was clearly being slandered by the British, so that might have been a problem as well, but... Uh-oh. What are you talking about, Norris?
Bad news. She did not like the flowers. She tossed them aside.
But Prudence was certain.
I knew Miriam was not the type for flowers.
I will uncover this mystery myself, Norris.
All right, but please don't let her see you. She will think I'm bizarre.
Yes, I will go and take care of your affairs, Norris. She's gonna think I'm weird, too. More weird, actually. I'm not just gonna come up to her, and she'll probably be like, oh, like... I mean, I don't know. It's weird, you know, having a conversation with somebody else, figuring out what they like and dislike. That wouldn't be normal at all. Instead, we're going to use this tactic. We're going to sneak around the bushes and watch her and, you know, hide around corners and whatnot. I feel like, because of Norris, no fault of Connor's here, Connor will be put on a list.
Can I help you, Connor?
Oh.
Is this something to do with Norris?
No. You didn't even see me. I'm not even here.
Connor, why are you poking around my camp?
She is good. Don't worry about why. You didn't ask before.
Is this something to do with Norris?
It is not. Leave me alone. Gosh, she knows everything. Eyes in the back of her head. Pay attention to whatever you're doing. Okay, when I said pay attention to whatever you're doing, I meant like the other way, so that I can investigate this little eyeglass deal.
Why are you poking around my camp?
Oh, because I come here all the time and talk to you about hunting and stuff, and you have no problem. This mission only, you have problems with me coming around here? The solid neck on that deer.
She might appreciate a new knife. That blade has seen its prime.
Or perhaps a
Can I talk to
katana.
Connor?
You cannot.
Is this something to do with Norris?
No.
Norris, I looked around her camp and it seems she needs a new hunting knife. The one she is using has seen better days.
Oh, oui. That seems more right for her. I'll think on it. Merci.
Oh, cool. Level 3 minerals. Yeah, that seems like something that they would get along with.
Use your help. Suis-moi. I want to build her a new knife of steel I make special. I know where to get iron, but the mine belongs to the English.
Will it take long to gather?
No. A couple of blasts and I will have what I need. I just need you to stand watch. I will wait for you at the mine. It's not far, just off the property.
Wasn't I getting some special iron from you earlier? Like in the mines we have here on the homestead? Why do we need to go to some British-occupied mine?
Norris, how is the mine? Is there anything worth your time down there?
Most definitely. Copper, Connor, and a healthy amount of it.
Excellent. I am glad. I've been meaning to ask, is Norris a common French name?
My real name is not Norris. It's Maurice.
But you told me...
I did. When I arrived in Boston, people started calling me Norris, and I got tired of correcting them all the time. Just before we met, I had been talking with that lady at the pub. She said she liked my name, Norris. I decided to stick with it.
Would you prefer I called you by your real name?
Nah. Everybody here knows me as Norris, Miriam included. Names can change, but people stay the same. Isn't that right? Connor?
Very true.
Alright, he's got a point with the Connor thing, but still, he asked me to sneak around on this lady. We find out that's not even his real name. Something's going on. Uh-oh, Prudence, you're not
Do you have a moment?
giving birth, are you? Out by the chickens.
What is it, Prudence?
I feel silly bothering you with this, but Warren's taken a yield to market in Boston. Could you round up the livestock for me? I've tried, but this baby in my belly takes the wind out of me.
Of course. I will see to it.
He left his pregnant wife to deal with the pigs.
Hip! Hip!
Yeah, okay,
This way.
so anyways, we have to, like, usher these pigs into their pen. Which, I mean, you just kind of stand between you and the pen door, and they sort of go in that direction. So it's not super hard. But yeah, they'll, like, avoid it. Once they're in, you can just keep the gate open, they just chill.
The things I do for this place.
Oh, he is mad about it. Anyways, this is our last pig, so get on in there. Porky. Get in there, bacon, sausage, pork chop.
Thank you, Connor. I could never have managed that.
It was my pleasure. Are you well?
I am, and I couldn't be happier. Warren and I have been waiting a long time for this. And if truth be told, we could not dream of a better place to raise our family.
Well, that's good to hear. What do we got? Oh, wow. Okay, well, it didn't tell me anything. Maybe it's level 3, maybe it's level 2. But either way, we get a cool windmill on the property.
Dr. White called upon us earlier. A very unexpected surprise. One that has put both Prudence and I at ease.
The village is growing, and a healer's services will benefit all.
Indeed. It's hard to explain how I am feeling right now. My wife is resting healthy and safe, full with child in our warm home. The community is kind and attentive, and the land is rich. It was not long ago that such a life was only a dream for us, Connor.
All people deserve to feel safe and free.
Hopefully a day will come when all men of the colony should share your perspective. But it will be a long, hard road. That much is certain.
Remembering old times, Achilles?
Connor. Oh, yes, I suppose I was. Seems like so long ago.
Who was the assassin this belonged to?
Originally, it was John de la Tour's, the first assassin in the colonies. Then it was mine for a time. The things I've done wearing that armor. Some are uplifting to recall, others very painful indeed. One day, I will hand it over to you, Connor. It is your duty to keep it. It serves as a reminder for how long our Brotherhood has really been here. How long we've been protecting the people of this land. But here I am going on again. I know you appreciate what it is.
I also think that hand-me-downs with what we do isn't great. And it'll probably be destroyed. Alright, next we're going to do the rescue. That is a naval mission. And we start on the East Coast in 1776.
Ahoy, Bobby!
Do you trust her?
With my life, Captain.
Hello. Name's Amanda. You must be the captain.
Now, what's all this about then?
You stride into my bar off the piss and looking for officers. Days later, I start hearing whispers the ghost of the North Seas stalks the Atlantic again. The Aquila has returned and I need her help. Nicholas Biddle now sails for the Patriots, captaining the Randolph. But the man is raiding up and down the coast round Nantucket, claiming it's a loyalist post.
Where is he now?
Speak of the devil.
Head below deck, Mandy. It's safer there.
I want to see this myself.
So Biddle fights for the Patriots, but he's raiding villages. It's time to put an end to his raiding of the villages.
The Randolph is attacking a merchant vessel not far from here.
The United States ship Randolph is one of the first ships built for the Continental Navy. Congress ordered its construction in December of '76. It's a 32-gun frigate with a somewhat spotty history. And no, I don't just mean that fact that it was captained by a known Templar, Nicholas Biddle. Yet another typo there. The ship was finished in July of '76, but Biddle didn't come aboard as captain until October. Even then, the ship suffered from a lack of experienced crew. It was eventually staffed by British sailors who had been imprisoned in Philadelphia. The Randolph finally set sail in February of '77, only to end up in Charlestown in March, with its masts broken and its crew decimated by fever. What a rubbish trip. What's more, there'd also been a mutiny, which you should probably expect when you try to press British sailors into service of an enemy navy. It sort of goes against what they stand for. Repairs on the ship took longer than expected, since the masts were hit by lightning twice while construction was underway. After that, lightning rods were installed on the masts. You'd think they might have thought of that earlier, but to be fair, lightning rods were a relatively new-fangled invention at the time. The Randolph didn't really begin its military career in earnest until it left Charlestown in August of 77, more than a year and a half after Congress ordered it built.
Your orders.
We need to find out what Biddle intends, but we must hurry. What else do you know of Biddle?
All of a sudden, Congress has a brand new ship for him to captain. From British coxswain to captain of a colonial flagship, something doesn't add up. Heavy gust, Captain. Hard counter.
Oh gosh, okay. We're gonna hit that rock. There it was. I hope we have a good ship right.
That wind will push us hard up those rocks. Near off.
I'm trying to look at our little wind vane flags, but they don't help too much.
There's a storm coming, Captain. Feels like a big one.
I see that. Alright, let's speed her up. Oof, Connor's gonna capsize. We didn't take any damage for that. To be fair, we might not have, but I'm pretty sure this is the wrong way to hit that wave.
Well done, sir. That could have been ugly.
Well done. It's like you didn't teach him anything. I mean, I know our target's over there, but I should have turned toward the wave, I think.
Another, Captain. She's all yours.
Alright, let's turn towards it. Or not. The cutscene will just, well, we took damage that time. Alright, let's speed her up. Let's get to where we're going.
The Randolph has turned sail. Do we chase him?
We cannot leave this merchant vessel to the mercy of the English.
Why is Biddle doing this? Nantucket is for the Patriots.
The company's chief tells me his true allegiance lies elsewhere.
Templar scum.
A salute to us, sir. They're safe. What now?
Pursue the Randolph.
Okay, full speed ahead to the Randolph.
are they?
More English by the cut of their jibs.
Where's the Randolph?
He's gone, sir. Cut and run. Left us to deal with this rabble. But this storm concerns me a great deal more.
We have little choice.
Aye. Find your shots between the waves. Then we must find shelter, or it won't be cannon fire that ends us.
Accidentally got him on that one.
I'd say it's high time we find some cover from this storm, Captain.
I agree, Mr. Faulkner. We make for the vineyard.
I have never seen weather like that.
It's rare, but it happens. You did well. What's bothering me is Biddle's a patriot now. Why is he helping the British Navy like that? Old friends, maybe?
Well, how would you convince the Continental Congress the Navy needs more ships?
The rash of British raiding the coast is reason enough to address the gripe. Gunboats at the vineyard, now this.
Biddle aims to be the first admiral of the colonial navy and is making a case for the need.
That was some deft sailing, Captain. I was watching from the gun deck.
What were you doing on the gun deck? I told you to stay out of harm's way.
I'm fine, Bobby, not to worry. The people of Nantucket are surely grateful. And so am I. Glad you're back.
All right. Troubling. Very troubling. But we are going to end this episode here. And we'll start up again with a couple of naval missions. Probably just doing the rest of them, so it'll probably be a full-on naval mission episode next. But I'd like to thank everyone for watching, if you did. And please comment, like, subscribe, dislike, whatever you'd like to do. And have a good one. Goodbye.